Ho, ho, holy cow, guys. 250 subscribers. Now, I know that in the past, during Christmas, I would upload a video every day of, like the week for it. And I I wanted to, but at the same time, I just couldn't find the time. And I've been lacking a lot of inspiration for it. So, I'm sorry, but this will have to do. But 250 subs, guys. Like, to me, that's crazy, guys. Like, I am so thankful for just such a small amount compared to other larger channels. I appreciate it so much, and it just makes me really happy. But anyway, with Christmas around the corner, that's where the idea of this video is kind of from. In a live stream, I kind of joked around that at my 200 subscriber mark, I would read the abridged version of the B movie. However, I was like, eh. So, I was thinking, with Christmas, maybe do some Christmas something, you know. And I was like, hey, I could do reading the script of every single The Office Christmas episode. And then I'm like, yeah, but that's going to take a long time. Especially using my GoPro and having to stop so I can get all the files off, then to delete the files off the GoPro, So, why I'm just gonna stop talking and go ahead and get right into it. I present to you guys the entire script of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Now, the script contains 6,828 words, which actually is lower than I was expecting and shouldn't take me any more than about 35 minutes. But anyway, let's hope I don't mess up, but I will. Here we go. It's that time. Christmas time is here. Everybody knows there's not a better time of year. Hear that sleigh. Gonna make this holiday as perfect as can be. Just wait and see this Christmas Vacation. This old house sure is looking good. Got ourselves the finest snowman in the neighborhood. Ain't it fun? Always on the run. That's how it's done. On Christmas Vacation, let's deck the halls and light the lights. Get a toasty fire, burning bright. Give St. Nick the warmest welcome that he's ever had. We're so glad it's Christmas Vacation, and when the nights are peaceful and serene, we can cuddle up and do our Christmas dreaming. Peace and joy and love are everywhere. You can feel the magic in the air. Let's the spirit of the season carry us away. Hip hip hooray for Christmas Vacation. That was beautiful, honey. Take it, Russ. Dad, can you explain again what we're doing? We're kicking off our fun, old-fashioned family Christmas by heading out in the country in a front-wheel drive sleigh to embrace the frosty majesty of that winter landscape and select the most important Christmas symbols. We're not driving way out here so you can get one of those stupid ties with the Santa Clauses on it. Are we, Dad? No, I have one of those at home. What are we looking for today is the Griswold family Christmas tree. What's the matter? Some jackass is riding my tail. Slow down and let him pass. Don't provoke them. Hey, kids, look, a deer. Clark, slow down. You want to ride behind somebody like that? I'm going to pull around them, burn some dust. Here, eat my rubber. Dad, I think what you mean is burn rubber and eat my dust. Whatever, Rust. Eat my road grit, liver lips. That's enough of that. Speaking of Christmas trees, can one of you tell me what was the first tree displayed in the White House? They're back. Stop it. I don't want to spend the holidays dead. Honey, please, I'll do the driving, okay? Will you just take it easy? I'm in complete control. I'll get around this egg timer. Dad, we're all right. Thank God. Clark, we're stuck under a truck. Do you honestly think I don't know that? Come on, you guys. Don't fight. For Christ's sake. I didn't do this on purpose. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And forgive my husband. He knows not what he does. Amen. We made pretty good time. Dad, didn't they invent Christmas tree lots so people wouldn't have to drive out of nowhere and waste a Saturday? They invented them because people forgot how to have a fun, old-fashioned family Christmas. They're satisfied with scrawny, dead, overpriced trees with no special meaning. My toes are numb. That's what our forefathers did. I can't feel my leg. They walked out in the woods, picked out that special tree, and they cut it down with their bare hands. Mom, I can't feel my hips. Clark, yes, honey. Audrey's frozen from the waist down. That's all part of the experience, honey. There it is, the Griswold family Christmas tree. Isn't it a little big? It's not big, it's just full. That thing wouldn't fit in our yard. It's not going in our yard, Russ. It's going in our living room. Look at it. It really is beautiful, Clark. It's something else, huh, Russ? Yeah, Dad. Isn't it a beaut, Audrey? She'll see it later, honey. Her eyes are frozen. The most enduring traditions of the season are best enjoyed in the warm embrace of kith and kin. This tree is a symbol of the spirit of the Griswold family Christmas. Did you bring a saw? Boom. Looks like the toad overestimated the height of the ceiling. Hey, Griswold, where do you think you're putting a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you. You got a lot of a nerd talking to me like that. I wasn't talking to you. Do you think there's enough room for the angel? Sure, honey. I have a little more trimming to do. That won't be a problem. Ready? I give you the Griswold family Christmas tree. There's a lot of sap in here. It looks great. A little full. A lot of slap. Did I tell you I talked to my mother today? They decided they're coming over for Christmas too. It's not too late to change our plans. No, that's great. I think you're forgetting how difficult it's going to be having everybody in the house at the same time. They're family, not strangers off the street. All they do is argue. Christmas is about resolving differences and seeing through the petty problems of family life. And it's about my mother accusing your mother of buying cheap hot dogs, and your mother accusing my mother of waxing her upper lip. And then they don't speak to your mother waxes her upper lip? She has for years. It doesn't show. I don't know, Sparky. I just have this feeling it's not. I want to have Christmas here, in our house. It means a lot to me. All my life, I've wanted to have a big family Christmas. It's just that you build things up in your mind, Sparky. Yet, you set standards no family event can live up to. When have I ever done that? Parties, weddings, goodnight, honey, anniversaries, funerals, holidays, vacations, graduations. Doot, 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 doot. Guess you'll be looking at that nice, fat Christmas bonus this year, huh? Word is you're an excellent choice to be named Food Additive Designer of the Year. Nah, I'm not kidding. What's the new thing you got over there at Food and Dry? The Crunch Enhancer? That's a non-nutritive cereal varnish. It's semi-permeable. It's not osmotic. What it does is it coats and seals the flake. It prevents the milk from penetrating it. Yeah, it's a beautiful product. I like it. What are you going to do with that big bonus check? You're going to blow it on yourself, I hope. Me? Heck no. Take a look at this. I just hope my Christmas bonus check will cover it. Oh my God. You're putting in a pool? I went ahead and put a $7,500 deposit down on it. You're the last true family man. Mark? Clark? That's Bill, sir. Are you the one who's working on that non-nutritive cereal varnish? Yes, sir. I've got a speech to the trade group. I'd like to mention it. Write a brief summary and have it to me at the end of the day. My pleasure. Layman's terms. None of that inside bullshit jargon that nobody understands. Yes, sir. Oh, Mr. Shirley, we've got your Christmas card the other day, and my family and I are very flattered that you remember us. Corporate cards. Don't forget that report, Bill. Yes, sir. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah. Can I show you something? I was just smiling. I was browsing. For your wife or girlfriend. What? What happened? I guess there wouldn't be any. It wouldn't be the Christmas shopping season if the stores were less hotter than they are. It is warm in here. When you have your coat on. Do I? How did that happen? Because it's cold out. Yes. It's a bit nipply. I mean nippy. What am I saying? Nipple. There's a nip in the air. No. Can I take something for you? I was just looking at something for my wife. God rest her soul. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Oh no, no, she's not dead. We're just divorced. She's history. Obviously, she doesn't wear underwear. There are plenty of shopping days left until the adulthood. Which is to say, Christmas as in Yule log, not a log. I don't have a log, but but I mean, if I had a log, not in the sense that you think I did. Good golly, this to season to be merry. Well, that's my name. No shit. These are cut real high to the hip. Look, I'm wearing something similar. See, you can't see the line. You can't see the line, can you, Russ? No, Dad. No, look, Daddy. Ah, fuck. No, look. Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Folks, Merry Christmas. Look how big you've gotten. Merry Christmas, Mom. Knock on the door. Doesn't Nora look old? You promised. You promised. They took a pin of fluid out of my lower back. You see this mole, the mole on my neck? You think it's changing color? Nah, you keep touching it. It's getting redder. I got hemorrhoids. Could you believe that? Oh, Mother, isn't that terrible? You're not getting the space. After what you did to my cat, I'm going to the parking. Come and help me with the... Mom, you're not sleeping in my room. I'm gonna go crazy. Sweetheart, your grandma's Nora's got a real painful burr on her heel. If you rub it for me, I'll give you a quarter. A quarter. And I'll give Audrey a quarter, too. I'm gonna put my car in the garage. I'll park the cars. This is what Christmas is all about. I'll park the cars and check the luggage, and I'll be outside for this season. We'll have the best-looking house in town. I've always wanted to do this. That's a lot of lights. Dad, I'm sure it's a lot of work, but I'm out in the cold, and I'm committed to decorating the house. I'm gonna do it right, and I'm gonna do it big. You want something you can be proud of, don't you? Yeah, I guess so. Sure you do. You can think, you might be overdoing it, Dad. Russ, when was the last time I overdid anything? Come on, unravel these. You have to check every bulb. A little knot here. You work on that, I'll get the other box. I hope he falls and break his neck. I'm sure he'll fall, but I don't think we're lucky enough for him to have him break his neck. Let's go. These gusty winds appear to be playing havoc with the giant nutcracker float. At this point, I can't even see the nuts. They must have blown away, but there isn't nothing going to dampen the spirit of the holiday crowd, I can tell you that. Oh, here we are. Here come the nuts. Wouldn't it be indecent to ask the grandparents to stay at the hotel? Could we at least forbid them to answer at the phone? Alexander called this morning, and Grandpa Clark told him I couldn't come to the phone because I was going to the bathroom. We're all making sacrifices, Audrey. Everybody, do you sleep with your brother? Do you know how sick and twisted that is? I'm sleeping with your father. Don't be so dramatic. I have nightmares about what he does in his bed alone, and I'm not laying next to him. I don't know what to say except it's Christmas, and we're all in misery. Ellen, are you smoking again? No. Chop. Dad, oh shit. Where do you want these reindeer? Just put them on the lawn, Russ. I can't find the Santa Claus. It's in the basement. We'll get it later. Clark, dinner's ready. Okay, honey. I'm starving. Obviously something broke the window. Something hit the stereo. And why is the carpet all wet? Todd, I don't know, Margot. You want to hurry this up, Clark? I'm freezing my baguettes off. 250 strands of lights. A grand total of 25,000 imported Italian twinkle lights. 25,000. I hope nobody I know drives by and sees me standing in the yard staring at my house in my pajamas. If they know your dad, they won't think anything of it. Fire it up. I dedicate this house to the Griswold family Christmas tree. Drum roll, please. Drum roll. Brrr. Joy to the world. Beautiful, Clark. Talk about pissing your money away. I hope the kids see what a silly waste of resources this was. He worked really hard, Grandma. So do washing machines. Let's get in where it's warm. Clark, baby, I can picture it in my mind, and it's breathtaking. Thanks, Mom. It's probably a bad bulb. You know, if one goes out, the whole thing doesn't work. If I were you, I'd personally check each one. I did that, Dad, and if you need any help, give me a holler. I'll be upstairs asleep. I'm sorry, Daddy. It looks good, even when they're not lit. Thank you, sweetheart. Well, Dad, it was worth a try. Thanks, Russ. We've checked every bulb, didn't we? I'm sure of it. Maybe we ought to go up there and just... Geez, look at the time. I have to go to bed, brush my teeth, feed the hog. Still got some homework to do. Do the laundry, wash the car. Don't stay up too late. Get off me, you little fungus. Where the hell is that cold coming from? I just need a few more... Pay by check, if you can. Not a card? No, it's a hassle if you have to return. Help, Daddy. Is Clark coming? How the hell would I know? Is he in the house? If he's not farting around with those lights, he must be. I'm sure he wants to come shopping and have lunch with us. He's got another car. He can drive. I have to eat so I can take my back pill. I want to take off these clothes, sit with a glass of wine, and kiss every inch of your body. After you shower, of course. Of course. Sparky? Yes, honey? Are you out here for a reason, or are you just avoiding the family? I still have a couple hundred more bulbs to check. Meantime, I can light the Santa and the 8 tiny reindeer and the Merry Christmas sign. That would look good. Ready? Want me to do the drum roll thing? No, it's okay. Here goes nothing. I don't understand it. The house lights don't work. The floodlights don't work. Is it plugged in? Do you think it would check thousands of tiny lights? If it weren't for the extension cord was plugged in, you used more than one cord, didn't you? Maybe the kids have been fooling around with it. I'll check in the back. Clark! Todd! Sorry, honey. I think I know what's wrong. I can't see. This ought to do it. I fixed it. Everybody, come out quick. Look at the lights. Get a towel. Okay, wait a minute. I don't believe this. What is all this yelling about? What are we here? 25,000 twinkle lights. What is he doing? I haven't had the foggiest. What the hell? What is wrong with this? Damn it. You goddamn thing. Dad, it's beautiful. Oh, my carpet. Clark, it's so lovely. You deserve a home like this to spend Christmas in. It's a beaut. Clark, a beaut. You taught me everything I need to know about exterior illumination. Thank you. Thank you. Russ, Audrey, dear Francis. I hope this adds to your enjoyment of the holidays. It's just wonderful, Arthur. Dad, thanks for being here. The little lights are not twinkling. I know. Art, and thanks for noticing. And the house sure does look swell, Clark. Thanks, Eddie. I hope it doesn't enhance your holiday spirit, dear Catherine. Eddie? The house is gorgeous, Clark. Eddie? I don't think you didn't do this on your own cart. Clark, kids, come on out here and see what Uncle Clark's done to the house. Eddie? Eddie? If you don't remember, this here is Rocky. Have you got a kiss for me? Take a rain check on that, Art. He's got a lip fungus that ain't identified yet. You remember Ruby, Sue? Oh my gosh, her eyes are not crossed anymore. That's something, ain't it? She falls in a well, her eyes go cross. A mule kicks her, and they go back to normal. I don't know, and here's our pride and joy, Snots. Pretty name. We named him that because he's got a sinus condition. Snots, you roll over and let Uncle Clark scratch your belly. You ain't never seen a dog like this one, Clark. That's okay, Eddie. That's something, ain't it? You pet him on the belly, and he'll love you till the day you die. I really shouldn't. My hands are all chapped. We were going to call, but Eddie wanted to make it a surprise. You surprised? Surprised, Eddie. If I woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now. We have plenty of room, plenty of towels, plenty of everything. We're pretty well set up here in the RV. It's a little tight, but we didn't come to impose. There's plenty of room. Quit being so damn polite, Ed. Catherine and I are pretty comfy in here, but maybe you folks wouldn't mind the youngsters shacking up with you. After that long drive, we could use a little private time together. Honey, why don't you get the kids things? Don't forget the rubber sheets and gerbils. I'll show you the home. That's a honey of a tree, Clark. Is it real? I dug it out of the ground myself. Is that a fact? Get out of there, Snots. Don't worry about it. A little tree water ain't gonna hurt him. Before we left, he drank half a quart of Pennzoil. He lifted his leg the next morning. If he drinks the water out of there, the tree's gonna dry up. Come on out of there. Get out of there. Go to the kitchen, get something to eat. He's cute, ain't he? Only problem is he's got a little bit of Mississippi leg hound in him. If the mood catches him right, he'll grab your leg and just go to town. You don't want him around if you're wearing short pants. A word of warning, though. If he doesn't lay into you, it's best to just let him finish. I can't believe we're actually standing in my living room, Eddie. Never thought the day would come. I'm excited about it, too. It's a crying shame the older kids couldn't make it. I'll get that. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I got the daughter in the clinic being cured of the wild turkey. The older boy, bless his soul, is preparing his career. College? Carnival. You gotta be proud. Last season, he was a pixie dust spreader on the tilt-a-whirl. He thinks that next year, he'll be guessing people's weight. Or barking for the yak woman. You ever see her? No, she's got the big horns growing out right above her ears. She's ugly as sins, but a sweet gal and a hell of a cook. Can I refill your eggnog for you? Get you something to eat, drive you out to the middle of nowhere, and leave you for dead? No, I'm doing just fine. Just glad to be here. When did the tenement on the wheels? Oh, that's an RV. I borrowed it off a buddy of mine. He took my house. I took the RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it? It's pretty It looks so nice parked in the driveway. It sure does. Don't you go falling in love with it. We're taking it with us when we leave here next month. Get Ed Leftick up here to look over these figures. Retooling. That's a great excuse. Retooling? I'll retool you. Mr. Shirley, Merry Christmas. Who's that? It's me, Clark Griswold. What do you want? My wife and I just came up with a little something. It's a gift. Put it over there with the others, greaseball. By the way, I hope my report helped out the treasure. I'm sure it did, Grisball. If you'll excuse me, I'm in the middle of an important call. Give me somebody. Anybody. And give me somebody while I'm waiting. This is a new caloric silicon-based kitchen lubricant. My company's been working on it. It creates a surface 500 times more slippery than cooking oil. We'll fly down the hill with this stuff. Has anyone ever used it on a sled? Not that I know of. Don't go putting on none of that stuff on my sled, Clark. You know the metal plate in my head? How could I forget it? If I had it replaced every time Catherine raved up the microwave, I pissed my pants to forget who I was. Over at the VA, they had to replace it with a plastic one. It ain't strong, so I wouldn't go sailing down a hill with nothing between the ground and my brain but a piece of government plastic. You really think it matters, Eddie? The plate runs right underneath the part. Over there is nothing but, if it gets dented, my hair just wouldn't go looking right. Look right. Ah, jeez, this is terrible. I know the feeling. I better try it first, see how it works. Be careful there, Clark. Nothing to worry about. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm a professional. Later, dudes. Let her rip. Egg 10. It's great. I'm dead. Bingo. You're staying late? Hi, Bill. Yeah, just finishing up a few things. Last day of the year for me. Have a really Merry Christmas. You too. You okay? Yeah, Bill. Did you get your bonus yet? Just talked to my son. Company messenger just brought something to my house. Nothing like waiting until the last minute. Huh? You get yours? If it isn't at the house, I'm sure it'll be on its way. If you don't get that bonus, I'm in it up to here. Don't sweat it. It'll come. Merry Christmas. Same to you. Mele Kaliki Maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. What's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway? Here we know it's Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars by night. Mele Kaliki Maka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Santa Claus? Uncle Clark, are you Santa Claus? What? What? You scared me. No, I'm not Santa Claus. I wish I was. What are you doing up, sweetheart? Rocky bit my thumb. He's nervous because Christmas is almost here. Nervous or excited? Shit and bricks. You shouldn't use that word. Sorry. Shit and rocks. Him's nervous because he don't know if he's getting nothing. I don't think he should be nervous. You shouldn't be either, because if you're good, Santa knows it. And if you believe in him and in your mom, and you believe in your dad, and you've been good all year round, Santa Claus will bring you something. Sometimes I think that Santa crap is all just bull. If he was real, how come he didn't get squat last year? We didn't do nothing wrong and we still got the shaft. Well, I happen to know for a fact that Santa Claus is real, and in the next couple days, somehow, I'm going to prove it to you. Every year he comes to our house. I've seen him. It's true. Cross my heart. It's a good idea you come to stay with us. I love it here. You don't gotta put on your coat to go to the bathroom, and your house is always parked in the same place. I think you better go back to bed now, okay? How come you ain't sleeping? I was looking for some. You didn't notice if a man came in here and delivered a letter today, did you? Nope. How come? Just wondering. Now, you get back to bed. Come here. Are you sure you ain't Santa Claus? I'm sure. I can't even afford to be an elf. If I had 2 containers of K-rations. 2 containers. And I had spam until it was coming out of my ears. Aren't you having breakfast? No, not in the mood. What are you looking at? The silent majesty of a winter's morn. The clean, cool chill of the holiday air. An asshole in a bathrobe, emptying a chemical toilet into my sewer. The shitter was full. Have you checked our shitter, Sonny? Clark, please. He doesn't know any better. He ought to know it's illegal. It's a storm sewer. If it gets filled with gas, I pity the person who lights a match within 10 yards of it. Merry Christmas. The shitter was full. I have the suspicion that Catherine and Eddie don't have presents for the kids. Rocky said Eddie told him Santa Claus wasn't coming this year. Ruby Sue said the same thing last night. How can they have nothing for the kids? He's been out of work for almost a year. He's been out of work for almost 7 years. In 7 years, he couldn't find a job. Catherine says he's been holding out for a management position. So, how's the life bait business? I can't complain. How you doing? Not that good, actually. Your company kill off all the people in India not long ago? No, we missed out on that one. You're pretty set so far as shopping goes. Well, I can't lie to you, Clark. The truth is, things ain't going too good at all. You know that I told you to borrow an RV from a neighbor? It's mine. We live in it. I had to sell off the house, the barn, the 10 acres, and all I kept was a 50-foot plot, the pigs and the worm farm. If I only had back the money me and Catherine sent that TV preacher, that was screwing the hockey players. What about the kids? His kids can fend for themselves. Your kids? That's the bitch of it. I don't know what to do. We coasted into town on fumes. The gas money give out to Gurney. Ellen and I went to help you and give the kids the Christmas. No, Clark, I couldn't do that. We insist. No, I'm not one for charity. I know that, Eddie. This isn't charity. It's family. I don't know about it now. Come on, if you don't tell me what they want, I'll get it on my own. This is a surprise, Clark. This is a real nice surprise. Just a real nice surprise. Here's a list. Alphabetical, starting with Catherine. If it wouldn't be too lunch, I like to get something for you, Clark. Something real nice. Is your house on fire, Clark? No, Bethany, those are Christmas lights. Don't throw me down, Clark. I'll try not to. Is this the airport? We're here. Me and Bethany figured out the perfect gift for you. Uncle Lewis, you didn't have to buy me anything. Damn it, Bethany, he guessed it. That was fun. I love riding in cars. When did you move to Florida? Are you still dating, Clark? You shouldn't have done that. Oh, dear. Did I break the wind? Jesus, did the room clear out, Bethany? Hell no. She means presents. You shouldn't have bought presents. It isn't every day somebody moves into a new house. They didn't move into a new house. In the living room. The house is bigger than your old one. Is Rusty still in the Navy? Why don't you go to the living room and say hello to everybody? Hello, everybody. I should say it. Mom, what? This box is meowing. Oh, she wrapped her damn cat. Take it in the kitchen, open it up, and have the cat running around? We can't leave it in a box. Why would somebody wrap up a cat in the box? She gets confused. She's old. They don't have much money. She takes things from the house, wraps them up, and gives them away as presents. I can't wait to see what I got. This one here is leaking lime. It's her Jello mold. I'll take it, Eddie. Go in the living room and enjoy yourself. Let's go find your sister before we begin. Since this is Aunt Bethany's, I think she should be leading us in the saying grace. What, dear? Grace? Grace? She passed away 30 years ago. They want you to say grace. The blessing. Oh. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. Catherine, if this turkey tastes half as good as it looks, then I think we're all in for a very big treat. Save the neck for me. Clark, I'm sorry. Why are you crying? I told you we put it in too early. It's just a little dry. It's fine. Here's the heart. Aunt Bethany, does your cat happen to eat Jello? I don't know about the cat, but I'm enjoying it. Kids, I heard on the news that an airline pilot spotted Santa's sled on its way from New York. You serious, Clark? Hold me up with a little more there. It's good. What's wrong with the dog? He's just yakking on a bone. He's got it up. He's all right now. Maybe if you want to feed him under the table. Nah, he's probably just nosing through the trash. If you're not doing anything constructive, run into the living room. Get my stogie. Oh, God. Is there anything else I can do for you, Uncle Lewis? He's an old man. This may be his last Christmas. He keeps it up. It will be his last Christmas. Give me a break. I'm getting a drink. Nothing like some Burger King Surge. Okay, where was I? That should be it. I told you. You had too many plugs in one outlet. What is it? Nothing. Let's go in and finish our dessert. If that thing had 9 lives, she just spent them all. If you don't mind, I'd like to try to fumigate this here chair. It's a good quality item. If you don't mind me asking, how much it set you back? Do you smell something? Fried pussycat. That's not the chair. It's some kind of gas coming from the sewer. My tree! So what's the matter with you? Look what you've done to my tree. It was an ugly tree anyway. At least it's out of its miseries. Dad's gonna flip out. Nobody's gonna flip out. We're gonna have a wonderful Christmas. What the hell do you want? I have a delivery for Clark W. Griswold. I was supposed to deliver it yesterday, but it fell between the seats and I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I can't believe it. What is it? A letter confirming your reservation at the Nut House is from my company. Your bonus. My bonus. Open it, Clarky. Open it. Oh, I hope it's a fortune. I bet you do. I was afraid. Are you going to bawl over it, or are you going to open it? I was going to wait till tomorrow to tell you all this, but what the heck. With this bonus check, I'm putting in a swimming pool. That's it. That's the big one. Open it. I'm sorry if I've been a little short with everyone lately. I've been waiting for this bonus. To make sure the pool goes in and the ground thaws, I had to lay out the money in advance. Until this arrived, I didn't have enough to cover the check. Tear the sucker open, Dad. Drum roll. If there's enough left, I'll flow you all in down and help us dedicate it. I can't swim, Clark. I know that, Eddie. What's wrong? It's bigger than you expected? Smaller? What is it? A 1-year membership to the Jelly of the Month Club. That's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year. That is it, Edward. That is it indeed. I'm sorry. If this isn't the biggest bag over the head punch in the face I ever got. God damn it. Son, it's good. If any of you are looking for any last-minute gifts ideas, I have one. I'd like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. Brought up from his happy holiday slumber on Melody Lane with all the rich people. I want him right here with a big ribbon on his head, and I want to look him straight in the eyes, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-limbed, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol? He has that crazy look in his eye. I told you we should have gone to Hawaii. Turn that thing off and get in the house. I'll talk to him, Mom. You know, Dad, I've been thinking. Good talk. Aren't you a teeny bit sorry we didn't get a Christmas tree? Even though they're dirty and messy and corny and cliche. Oh, there's a spelling error. They spelled cliche with a D instead of an E. Where are you going to find a tree at this hour on Christmas Eve? Woo! What's the matter? Was that really necessary? We needed a tree. May I remind you that this was all my idea? All my idea? No, I'm well aware of that. Could you just keep it in mind the next time you go berserk? I didn't go berserk. I simply solved the problem. We needed a coffin, a tree, and there's no lots open on Christmas Eve. Lewis burned down my tree, so I replaced it the best I could. Voila! Are you okay? I'm fine, honey. I'm fine, honey. I fixed the newel post. What's that sound? Did you hear it? It's a funny squeaking sound. You couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant. I hear it too. I don't hear it anymore. Squirrel! What is it? Oh my God! Quiet! Shut up! Mom, don't move. We can't let it out of the living room. Where's Eddie? He's usually eats these goddamn things. Not recently, Clark. He read that squirrels were high in cholesterol. Thank you, Catherine. I'll try and trap it. Russ, we're here. Dad, there you are. Go get the hammer. What do you need a hammer for? I'll catch it in a coat and smack it with the hammer. I'm going in with him. Nora? Is it gone? It probably just scared and ran back into the tree. Squirrel, you just march right over there and slug that creep in the face. I can't just attack someone. All right, then, if you're not man enough to put an end to this shit, then I am. Gone. Oh, my God, what is happening to you? Where do you think you're going? Nobody's leaving. Nobody walks out on an old-fashioned family Christmas. No, we're all in this together. This is a full-blown 4-alarm holiday emergency, and we're going to press on and have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby taps danced with Danny fucking Kaye. And when Santa squeezes his fat, white ass down the chimney, he's going to have the jolliest bunch of assholes on this side of the nut house. You're goofy. Don't piss me off. Art, it's over. Not according to Santa's watch, it isn't. Stay out of this. Dad, Clark, I think it's best if everyone just goes home before things get worse. Worse? How could they get any worse? Look around you, Ellen. We're at the thresh of hell. Son, I love you. We all love you. But this is a terrible night. Nothing's gone right. It's a disaster. But you're losing your temper only makes things worse. You're too good of a father to act like this. In years to come, you'll want your family to remember the love you gave us and how hard you tried to make the perfect Christmas. You just cocked it up. It's okay. It happens. All our holidays are always such a mess. How did you get through it? I had a lot of help from Jack Daniels. I love you. Will you recite the night before Christmas? No, it's your house. It's your Christmas. I'm retiring. The children were nestled, snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, and I sprang from my bed to see what's the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon in our breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster at midday the objects below. When one is wondering, my eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh, and Eddie, and a man in his pajamas with a dog chain tied to his wrists and ankles. What the? Stay here. Merry Christmas, Clark. You about ready to do some kissing? Officer, it seems my husband has been abducted. The man was wearing a blue leisure suit, and the plates were from Kansas. He was a huge, beastly, bulging man. I've never been treated like this in my life. I'm sorry. This is our family's first kidnapping. You're fired. Where's the phone? I'm calling the police. Now you just hold your wad there, fella. Clark had nothing to do this. This year was my idea. All right, he's still fired, and you're going to jail. It was my fault. I lost my temper, and when I got my bonus, I said a few things I shouldn't have. Bonus? How did you get a bonus? I got out bonuses this year. Thanks for telling us. I was expecting a check. Instead, I got enrolled in a jelly club. In 17 years with the company, I've got a bonus every year. But this one, you don't want to give bonuses? Fine. But when people count on them as part of their salary, and what you just did just plain sucks. Thank you, Russ. My cousin-in-law, whose heart is bigger than his brain, I appreciate that, is innocent. I'll be more happy to take the rap on this, on behalf of myself and every other employee you rear-ended this Christmas. Sometimes things look good on paper, but lose their luster when you see how it affects real folks. A healthy bottom line doesn't mean much if, to get it, you have to hurt the ones you depend on. It's people that make the difference, little people like you. So, Carl, whatever you got last year, have 20%. Go away, Todd. If you want to come in, you're going to have to break down the goddamn door. Merry Christmas to you, to all, and all a good night. Freeze! Not you, them. This way, please. I think you made a terrible mistake. I told you to freeze, mister. May we blink? Thank God you're all right. I'm fine. I'm just fine. There was a big misunderstanding tonight. Excuse me? Would you and Miss Shirley like to step outside so we can finish here? Don't bother. I'm not pressing charges. What? It was a mistake. Mistake? Honey, you were kidnapped. I did something I shouldn't have, and these people called me out on it. This is Clark Griswold and his family. Welcome to our home. What's left of it? Release B Squad. What's going on here? Remember how I was toying with the notion of suspending Christmas bonuses? You didn't. All the cheap, lousy ways to save a buck? That's pretty low, mister. If I had a rubber hose... I changed my mind. I'm reinstating all the bonuses. Look, it's Santa Claus, Uncle Clark. It's Santa Claus. It's the Christmas star. And that's all that matters tonight. Not bonuses or gifts or turkeys or trees. See, kids, it means something different to everybody. Now, I don't know what it means to me, and if that ain't the friggin' Christmas star, it's the light on the sewage treatment plant. Sewer gas. Don't drop that. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and home of the brave. I sung that wrong, I'm sorry. Play ball! Merry Christmas, Sparky. Merry Christmas, honey. I did it. I did it! I did it, guys. 250 subscriber read the entire script for National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Thank you so much for 250 subs again. I got some merch. I just got some merch that you guys should buy. You should also consider supporting me on Patreon. Please do share this. I really need 1,000 subs so I can start making more money, so I can start doing really fun stuff on my channel. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. If you aren't subscribed, please consider it. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, wonderful Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and friends. And I just hope it is wonderful. God bless every single one of you. I love you all so much. And thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay fizzy. And until next time, peace.